Howdy y'all, Coach Corey from Extra Mile Fitness here with you today, and I'm joined by Coach Krista and Coach A. And what we have in store for you is a little warm-up that will lead you through to prepare your body for a nice full body 30-minute workout at the end. So the way this will kind of flow is we're gonna work through the warm-up, we'll work through learning the movements that are in the workout, then we'll perform the first round of the workout together, and then let you on your way to enjoy the rest. So this thing's gonna start with 2 minutes of cardio. So Coach Krista and Coach A, we're gonna do just a run in place. So this can be anything you have. If you wanna run like they're doing about a 10 yards out, 10 yards back shuttle run. You can also hop on a stationary bike, a rower, a ski machine, a treadmill, whatever you have. We're just looking for 2 minutes to kind of get the blood flowing, get the heart rate up before we move into our stretches. From there, they're gonna move into 1 minute of downward dog into the world's greatest stretch. So the way this will work is they work through it, they'll be down in a push-up position, they're gonna pike their hips, drop their heels to the floor, and then the world's greatest component is they'll bring their foot up by their hand. The big focus here, as you can see with Coach A, is that his foot stays flat, the knee pushes out. You're just gonna drop the elbow as low as you can on the move. The other big thing is when they rotate to the sky with that hand, I want your eyes to be glued on the hand. You're trying to open your chest up to that leg that you're turning towards. So this is great for opening up the shoulders, loosening up the hamstrings and calves, and the rotation part of the stretch is great for helping us gain mobility in that upper back that a lot of us are tight and from sitting at desks, sitting in cars, things of that nature. So we're gonna do this for a minute here, and then what they're gonna do after they've done both sides evenly is they're gonna come to standing and do what we call our ham floss squat. So they're gonna move through this one for a minute as well. But what they'll do is they put their fingers under their toes. They're gonna pull into a big proud squat. So arms are inside of legs, chest is nice and tall. And as you notice with Coach Krista, she's trying to pull her hips to the floor. Then, as she extends her knees, she's just gonna step on her fingers to get a little extra stretch there. Now, you might not get your legs all the way straight. That's completely okay. We're just gonna work on each round, trying to get them a little straighter and a little straighter. And hopefully over the course of time, this improves for us with our hamstring flexibility. After a minute of that, we're gonna move into our Samson Stroke. So what they'll do here is they'll interlock their fingers. They're moving into a larger lunge than normal. The ultimate goal is that the back leg is straight or almost straight. From there, what they're gonna do is just press their palms to the sky. Then they'll squeeze their biscuits, pressing their hips towards that front foot. So what we're shooting for here is a nice stretch along the front of that hip, the front of that quad, which gets tight also from all the time we spend sitting in our everyday lives. So with this, when they step out, they should hold for about 5 to 8 seconds, I would say. Get a good stretch. The big focus point I want you to do is when we reach towards the sky, check in with your lower back. We shouldn't feel an arch in that low back. We want to keep it all nice and tight, keep that back nice and flat. Awesome. Once they have finished up there, today we are going to use a medicine ball. So they're going to approach their medicine ball. Now, if you don't have a medicine ball at home or at the gym you're at, you can use a kettlebell. You can even use a dumbbell. But hopefully you have some kind of a medicine ball laying around for this one. So all they're going to do now is perform some medicine ball deadlifts. So they'll basically go into that ham floss squat position we were in. Nice proud chest, hands outside a ball, and they're just going to stand with it, drop it back down. So the hips won't go into a full squat, but what we're looking for is that the back stays nice and flat with the eyes forward, trying to make a big proud chest when that ball gets to the floor. So they're going to do 2 more each. Then they'll step to the side of their ball, and we're just going to perform 10 sit-ups here. Awesome. So the big thing we look for with the sit-up, we don't care how you do your feet. So if you notice, Coach A has the soles of his feet together, his knees kind of out in that butterfly position, where Coach Krista is more in what most of us would consider the traditional sit-up. All we're looking for there is that they lay back until their shoulder blades touch the ground, and then you reach up and touch your toes. We don't really mind where you put your hands. As you see, they're kind of throwing their hands to help a little bit get up. The only thing we ask is that we don't put our hands behind our head. That usually leads to a bad neck position. Then they're going to jump to their feet, and they're going to do 5 up downs. So all we're looking for with the up downs is hands to the floor, jump back to a nice flat plank, jump in, and they'll give me a nice loud clap overhead. The thing I'm looking for here is when they go back, they can step back if they wish, but the big thing I'm looking for is when they bring their feet in, whether it's a step or a jump, that their foot is completely flat. The heel should never be off the ground, so you may need to adjust to a wider stance with your feet to allow for those feet to get flat. Awesome. We warmed up? Perfect. So now what we're going to do is we're going to dive into the medicine ball clean. So this might be new for some of us. It's a great movement to kind of learn the skill of a clean, but takes a little less equipment, and it's something that you can kind of add into any workout if you want a little cardio and strength component. So the way we set up for this, they're going to set their medicine ball with the laces facing out. They're going to start in that good deadlift position that we did in the warm-up. So hands outside a ball, their chest is up, their hips are dropped down. So I want to be able to see a big proud chest. If you notice, their fingers are pointed towards the ground, arms are inside of legs and nice and straight. All they're going to do is stand to a nice standing position and then drop the hips back down. The big thing I'm looking for here is that when they drop down, their knees bend and their hips go back low. I don't want us going into like a straight-legged high hip position. They're going to do 2 more on their own. That's the initial part of this movement. Now what they're going to do is stay in that deadlift position. Now when they stand, they're going to give me a big shrug of the shoulders to their ears. So think about saying, I don't know. That's all they're going to do. So they're going to stand. Once they stand, they give me the big, I don't know shrug. Awesome. So that's how we start the movement. So that's getting the ball off of the ground. The second part of this is getting ourselves into a squat. So before we do the full movement, we're going to break it down one more time. What they'll do is come to standing with their ball, and they're going to pretend like they just finished that deadlift. So the hips are straight, shoulders are to their ears. They might even be up on their toes to get that full extension of the body. Notice their fingertips are pointed down. All they're going to do is rotate their hands and go into a squat. And then stand. Awesome. So they'll do that again. They're at full extension of the hips, big shrug, and they're just going to drop into a squat. Notice when they're in the bottom of that squat, the laces of the ball are still facing out. So what they're not doing, Coach A will demonstrate this, what they're not doing is just turning the ball over as they go into that squat. So one more time, they're going to get nice and tall, focus on the hands rotating around the ball, dropping into a squat. Awesome. So that's the key component to the movement. It's really hard to lose really easy to lose the integrity of the movement in that aspect. So really focus in on moving around the ball, not just turning the ball back and forth. So now we're going to put the full movement together. So they'll go full speed for 5 of them here. It just starts in that good deadlift. They're going to make sure they stand all the way up with that big shrug before dropping into that squat. And on that squat, the ball should be in front of the face. They'll just stand up before setting that ball back down. So that is the medicine ball clean. That's going to be one of the key movements in our workout today. Awesome. So now that we're warmed up, we're ready to rock and roll. The way this workout works today is we have 5-minute blocks that we're going to repeat 6 times. The beauty with this workout is you get to buy yourself some rest depending on how hard you push the workout. So it's going to start with 1 minute of cardio. Then they're going to move into 15 to 20 medicine ball cleans. So you're going to pick a number that challenges you, but allows you to keep moving. Then they're going to lay down, perform 15 to 20 sit-ups. Then they're going to stand up and perform 10 to 15 up-downs. The goal of that is to take about 3.5 minutes, no more than 4 minutes to complete them. So pick your reps based off of that. Maybe even pick the cardio of choice off of what's going to allow you to keep moving for that 1 minute, and you can even mix that up as you go. But they're going to complete that. Say it takes them 3.5 minutes. They'll rest until the 5-minute mark, where they'll complete it again, rest until the next 5-minute mark, and repeat that for 30 minutes. So, you two ready to work out? Awesome. We're gonna lead you through round 1 of this, so you get a feel for it, and then we'll wish you luck and let you finish up those next 5 rounds. So, for their cardio of choice, they're gonna go and do a shuttle run similar to what they did in the warm-up. Again, you can use anything you wish here, but for them, they're gonna use this cardio. So you guys ready? Awesome. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So they're gonna do this for 1 minute. And again, it can be anything you have. They're doing a shuttle run. You can, if you're gonna run, you can pick the speed. I would suggest picking something that's short distance that you can go back and forth on, so you're not running out somewhere, not able to get back before that minute ends. Again, you can use the treadmill if you want to. We use stationary bikes a lot here at the gym. That's a great option. Row machines, even if you have an elliptical, basically anything that's going to keep us moving to get that heart rate. If you don't want to move, you can do something in place like a mountain climber. That would be a great option, or even jumping jacks or a jump rope. Have fun with it. That's part of this journey, is we're going to just try to have fun while working out and challenge ourselves. So they're going to go for 10 more seconds. Now the heart rate's up. Awesome, and in 5 seconds, they're gonna move to their med ball clean. So in 3, 2, 1, they're gonna perform their med ball cleans. And again, you're gonna pick 15 to 20. I would rather you pick a lower number that allows you to move it well, move it properly, and to do all of them without resting. But if this movement feels good to you, you're able to move it efficiently, challenge yourself, and maybe go for that higher number, closer to 20. After they complete those 15 to 20 med ball cleans, they're gonna perform 15 to 20 sit-ups here. Now, if sit-ups are a challenge for us, we can modify these by just not coming up as far, just sitting up as far as we can. We could also put some weight on our feet, or maybe slide our feet under, a stack of weights at the gym, a dumbbell at the gym, or at home, maybe slide them under the edge of the couch to hold the feet down. And that will help us perform this. You can even have somebody stand on it if you wish. Then, after they complete the 15 to 20 sit-ups, you'll see them moving into the final movement, which is 10 to 15 up-downs. And with this, we're looking for the up-downs to take less than a minute, ideally. So maybe that'll dictate which movement you do. But again, if these feel good, we're here to challenge ourselves, step out of that comfort zone, challenge the reps that you do. But again, we can also modify these to stepping back instead of jumping back. What you can also do at home or at the gym is get an elevated surface. Your hands would go to that elevated surface to make them a little more doable if it's a movement we struggle with. Awesome. Very nice. Now you get to rest a little bit. Feeling good? Yeah. Awesome. So that took them about 3 minutes. So now they've bought themselves 2 minutes of rest. They're going to rest until that 5-minute mark. That's where the heart rate will come down. Then they're going to repeat that same sequence 5 more times. So try to really challenge yourself and maintain the same speed. I don't want to go from 3 minutes this round to 4.5 the next round. See if you can stay within 15 to 20 seconds. Push out of your comfort zone. And if you have any questions with this workout or any health and fitness questions in general, follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Extra Mile Fitness. You can also send us an email or visit us at xn.fitness, which you can contact us through our website also. So we wish you luck, and let's have a great workout and continue making progress on the health and fitness journey. Until next time, keep working hard.